try to manipulate it by removing fat and adding sugar to it, or vice versa to make that happen. Now, for somebody with diabetes, that might be different. You know, you have to kind of focus on the less amount of sugars. Maybe it would be better to just not eat it most of the time, but sometimes they're probably going to want something that they shouldn't have. All right. So kind of look through all of these. It is really good to just pay attention to that. I think I already said to know what a good source means, what is a high source of something. Now the interesting thing, they say that in order for it to say natural, they must be free of food colors, synthetic flavors, and other synthetic substances. They get away with that by calling things a natural flavor. They can call it all natural. They do not have to tell you. You will see ambiguous wording in the ingredients because they do not have to tell you the specific stuff, because they can call it their own, there's a word for it. Like their own recipe, and their own recipe is protected from having to tell you what's in there. So they're under natural flavors. It could be a list of chemicals. MSG could be in there. You know, other things that give it flavor that may not be as natural as you're expecting. So be aware of that. And understand that marketing allows them to be a little bit frivolous. Did you notice that when you did your label research? Some of the packaging, you know, a high source of vitamin C. Oh yeah, but you're also getting 30 grams of sugar. You know, like, you know, you're seeing all the good stuff. And did you notice shelf placement of foods, where the good foods generally were? And I hate it. Meijer just went through a restocking thing. In fact, I was there and while they were in process. I'm in an aisle, and I like to I hate grocery shopping. I don't go up and down the aisles much, but we get peanut butter. I do get some jarred fruit, because we live in Michigan. There's very few things. I get granola bars. Okay, so, and some, you know, if I'm baking and I'm out of baking stuff. That's really all I get from those middle aisles, mostly. I'm mostly in the fruits and vegetables area. Anyway, I go running in to grab my peanut butter off its spot, and it's not there. And I'm looking all over the place, you know. And I see the natural version of my peanut butter, and so I ask a guy who's stocking the shop, I said, okay, I see the natural version, I'm looking for the organic. And he's like, well, it's usually right here. He went to where I had reached for it. It's not there. Oh man, they restocked it, I don't know. So we were looking all over. Usually it's either way up high, so I'm looking, it was on the very bottom shelf. They must figure those of us that eat organic can actually get down there. But anyway, so they hid it on the bottom shelf from me. But you have to, you know, you have to kind of pay attention to how things are stocked. My foods are either usually high up or way on the bottom that I'm looking for. Okay, so pesticides. You already know my belief in this. Organic is better, in my opinion. If you have to get regular fruits and vegetables, these are the best ones to get. They have the lowest pesticide content because of how they grow. And it is a big deal. I think we won't understand how big of a deal it is till further down the road. You know, with how much our food is manipulated now as it's growing, we really need to pay attention to this. So if you have to buy it regular, buy it off of this list. Okay. 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 So we're going to wrap up. Does anybody have any questions? First of all, off of this, yeah.
Is this stuff going to be on the test, or is it just carbohydrates and fats?
Carbohydrates and fats.
Okay, so none of this is going to be on the test?
No. Wait. What? Of what one?
Like what we just